I've been writing and working on books. She said, I've never been happier. Never poorer, but never happier. And that's the thing, that being in your element doesn't necessarily entail, financial riches. But it does offer you a much surer guarantee of some sort of spiritual fulfillment. And I use the word spiritual advisedly. When I say I have some reservation about organised religion, that's just a personal thing. But not about spiritual things. And what I mean by spirit is that sense of what animates your life. We use this term all the time in everyday life. We talk about being in high spirits or low spirits. We talk about being lifted up or down. If you're in your element, doing whatever it is that you love to do, then at the end of the day or the end of the week, you can be physically exhausted by it, but spiritually uplifted. But if you're doing things you don't care for, at the end of the day, you can feel physically fine, but down, and needing to lift yourself up again. And in the end, it's about energy. That's all life is, isn't it? It's about energy. It's what stirs your energy, what encourages it, what fuels it, and what takes it from you. And I find that if you're doing things that you love to do, if you're in your element, if you're following a passion of some sort, that you get energy from it. Some activities take it from you, don't they? You spend your life doing something and you feel that it's drained you. But I see people doing things they love to do, and their energy levels have risen because of it, because they take energy from the activity. It doesn't drain their energy. And since life is essentially energy, it seems to me rather important that we try to pursue those things for ourselves. And the book is about that, and it's also about the importance of creating the conditions under which that will happen. When I talk about there being another climate crisis, I think it's because so many people have denied themselves that possibility. Now, it doesn't follow that you know what this is in your case. I know a lot of people have stumbled across the things they love to do and have taken the opportunity when it's arisen. Other times they've been helped by other people who've seen their talent before they saw it. In almost every case, there are mentors, somebody out there who supported and helped you. One of the people in the book, this is a final example, is a guy called Bart Conner. Have you heard of Bart Conner? Bart Conner lives in Norman, Oklahoma. I do a lot of work in Oklahoma these days, and on this creativity initiative that's happening across the state. When Bart was 6, he discovered that he could walk on his hands as easily as he could walk on his feet. Now, we don't know how he discovered this, but he did, and he said it wasn't much use, but he was in demand socially, and he said, whenever there was a party at the house and the conversation stalled, his dad would say, Bart, just do the hands thing there, boy, would you? And the conversation would pick up again. And then he found he could walk up and down stairs on his hands as easily as on his feet, and he's done it for me. It's a longer story, I can't go into, but anyway, nobody thought much about this. It was just Bart's party trick. But his mother did. And when he was 8, he said, his mother spoke to the school he was at, and with the school's permission, took him downtown in Morton Grove, Illinois, to the local gymnastics center. And he said, I'll never forget the feeling when I walked into this gymnasium. I said, why? He said, it was like a mixture of Santa's grotto and Disneyland. I said, really? He said, yes, it was intoxicating. Intoxicating. I said, why? What way? He said, well, there were wall bars, there were ropes, there were trampolines, mats. So it was intoxicating. Well, is that how you feel when you walk into a gymnasium? Is it? Looking around, not everybody, I feel, has this feeling of finding it intoxicating. I don't find it intoxicating to go to a gymnasium. On the contrary, I need to get intoxicated if I get within 50 yards of a gymnasium. Anyway, he went in and he started going every day because it was something he could do and he loved it. 10 years later, he walked onto the mat at the Montreal Olympics, representing the United States in the male gymnastics squad. He went on to be the most decorated male gymnast in American history. He lives now in Norman, Oklahoma. He's married to Nadia Comaneci. Do you remember her? She was the first perfect 10 in women's gymnastics. They have a wonderful little boy called Dylan, after Bob Dylan. Why not Bob? We don't know. It's what comes of spending your life upside down, probably. But anyway.
What if you'd bought